Carbonear, like many other communities in Newfoundland, is rich with history. Come with me as we explore all the history that Carbonear has to offer. We begin at the gravesite of Princess Sheila and the Guerra. The legend of Sheila and the Guerra claims that she was the first European woman to give birth in Newfoundland and quite possibly North America. Popular belief is that in 1602 she was a noble woman who was sailing from France, where she had been studying in a French convent run by her aunt. She was captured by a Dutch privateer in the English Channel and subsequently rescued by Peter Easton, the English privateer loyal to Queen Elizabeth I. At the time, Easton's fleet was on their way to Newfoundland to protect the English fishing fleet. As a result, he took Sheila and the Guerra and the other prisoners to Newfoundland with him. Sheila fell in love with Gilbert Pike on board the ship, and they eventually married. Pike had left Easton's employ, and they both settled in a place called Mosquito Cove, which is now known as Bristol's Hope. In 1611, they moved to nearby Carbonear to escape the return of Easton, who by that time was a much feared pirate under the reign of James I. It has been suggested that Guerra is a beautiful woman, and that her actual name was O'Connor, the daughter of a claimant to the Irish throne of Connachat. Not only is Carbonear rich with history, it also has many beautiful areas such as the boardwalk. Along the boardwalk in Carbonear is an old CN train. Just down from the train is the Carbonear train station. It is an excellent example of the kind of railway stations that exist in Newfoundland during the era of the Newfoundland Railroad. The station was built to help simulate the local economy. The next stop on our journey is the Carbonear War Memorial. The site features numerous monuments and plaques dedicated to various organizations. In addition, it also has a history of Carbonear Island and it's important to the area. On the other side of the War Memorial, there features the cenotaphs along with flagpoles to highlight Carbonear's actions in World War I, II, and other conflicts involving Newfoundland and Canada. Harbour Rock Hill offers a scenic view overlooking Carbonear Harbour. In 1812, Mr. H.C. Watts requested 3 guns to protect the town from American privateers. 2 of the guns can be seen today on Harbour Rock Hill. The site has a history board where visitors can read about the history of the area. The old Carbonear post office is considered one of the finest and best preserved examples of Second Empire construction style. It is also an excellent example of the turn-of-the-century government building. The post office was built in 1905 on Water Street to replace a slightly larger post office that burned down in 1904. The new building served as a post office, customs house, and welfare office. In 1957, the building was closed when a new post office was built further up Water Street, and it went through several owners including the town of Carbonear and Earl Freighting Services. It has also served as a branch office for the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce until 1979. It was then used as an artist studio and then briefly as a craft shop. One of the few old stone buildings still standing in Newfoundland and Labrador, and the only one in Carbonear, Rourke Stone Jug is a landmark building in the community. John Rourke was born in Ireland in 1807. He came to Newfoundland at age 17 to work as a clerk for a local firm run by his uncle. By age 23, he started his own business and later married. In the following years, Rourke and his family were amongst the most successful merchants in the area. Rourke established a fleet of ships for trading goods, fishing, and sealing. They also established a shipbuilding business and began trading with the West Indies and other foreign ports. And that concludes our trip around historic Carbonear.